Hi guys, I'm back with a new moon reading. We have a new moon in Taurus, so I'm gonna pull some cards just to see what energies pop up. Before I get into it, I want to put out a little warning and not to scare anybody, but I kind of forgot myself that every full moon and new moon also opens up portals to other realms, to other dimensions. And this is, of course, the reason why we can tap into the energies that come from the planets and benefit from those energies. But on the flip side, more malicious energies, entities, beings from the other side can also come into our reality through these portals. And these portals basically, how how this works for a fact, to me, is that black mirrors operate as portals. So that is our phones, television. So most of us are on our phones 24/7. So just be mindful that portals are open. And I've noticed for myself that certain people, for the last 2 to 3 days, certain people started connecting to me again, and these people just have proven themselves to not be very trustworthy. And I know that it's never the person, but it could be energies, entities working through them because they haven't done enough soul work, enough healing. They haven't expanded their awareness enough to be, aware enough of these energies being at play. Basically, what these people do often is feed into your self-doubt, try to distract you, delay you, make you doubt your decisions, and they kind of like feed off your energy, like energy vampires. Those people, I just want to make sure that you protect yourself, protect your energy, use crystals. Black crystals usually work well for protection. Use incense, burn your sage. And a friend of mine actually put my attention to Florida water, which helps really well for me. It also smells really great. You can use it just like a cologne. So I put this on every time I go outside or I connect to certain people or I go on my phone, or I don't know. Just I use it daily now, and it smells really good. I will put a link in the description if you're interested in buying these just little tools to stay protected, especially if you're an empath, if you're a healer, if you're a light worker. My guides kind of warned me that people are gonna keep trying to come to you, connect to you. Even if it's just talking on the phone with you, that's also a way to feed off your energy, feed off your light. So you have to keep protecting yourself, basically. So a little warning, let's get into the reading now. 9 of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles, but in reverse. So I'm really getting that some of you might need to put a little more attention on self-care. So that's pretty much in line with the message I started with. Just make sure you take care of your energy, you take care of your boundaries. 9 of Wands is, to me, a card that's very much about boundaries, and the Queen of Pentacles about self-nurturing. So make sure you put yourself first. And another thing that like malicious energies are gonna try to do is make you feel guilty. But please never ever feel guilty for putting yourself first, protecting your energy, taking care of yourself. Nobody can draw from an empty cup. So just put your growth, your self-care and your journey above everything. The Hermit card. So if this means you just really feel the need to go into hermit mode, pull yourself back, pull your energy back, this is totally fine and recommended as well by spirit, by your spirit guides, your higher self. Also focus on connecting to your intuition a little bit more. So try to meditate a little bit more often in order to kind of discern who in your life has your best interest at heart and who doesn't. And in what situations it would be healthy for you to just withdraw yourself, withdraw your energy in order to protect yourself. Four of Wands in reverse. So it could be even mean that this is someone close to you, a relative, someone in your home. And I know how hard this can be, but it's also part of the journey. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm really getting that someone watching this needs to take a step back and take that distance to reevaluate your relationships, the people in your life, and who is really supportive. If you've maybe just recently started to wake up or become more conscious and more aware, making more conscious choices in regards to yourself, taking better care of yourself. See who in your life is really supportive of this and who isn't. And the people who aren't, see for yourself if you want to have people around you that just aren't supportive of you taking better care of yourself. Are that really friends? Are that, is that really love? That are questions you can legitimately ask yourself, and just try not to feel guilty about, questioning the quality of your relationships. That is also a very big part of this journey. And I'm not saying just let go of everybody who has done you wrong. I mean, nobody's perfect. But really take a step back, go within to discern for yourself who you feel is trustworthy enough to be your friend, who you feel is trustworthy enough to be in your life, to be a life partner. This was not a wise decision to do this reading at this high table, but it's the Three of Swords. So that is, that's a heartbreak card, but also a very, for me, a card about ego. So when you start to tell people your true feelings, and they respond in a egoic way, those are basically the people who just don't deserve your energy, don't deserve your time. I then have the Five of Cups in reverse and the Three of Cups upright, Page of Cups in reverse, and the King of Cups upright. Let's see. There could be a situation with somebody just being sad, just being hurt over something that has been said, something that has been done, someone who just didn't completely came from love, but came more from that egoic state of mind. Basically, I don't want to make this clear division between right and wrong, good and bad, dark and light, but in this reality that we are living in right now, which is the third dimension, there is right and wrong, there is light and dark. And for us, it's very important to connect to people who are of light, who are positive, who feed into our happiness, who support us. And as far as people do not do this, you are only gonna stay stuck in your own growth, in your own journey. And there are certain people who just aren't your friends. There are certain people who you need to walk away from, even though it's gonna make you sad, even though it's gonna make them sad. Sadness is basically ego, and I'm not saying that it's not a legit emotion to feel when you have to let go of somebody, or you kind of like find out that someone who was really close to you just wasn't really trustworthy. That's what I'm getting. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the 4 of Wands in reverse, the 3 of Swords. That is just heartbreak. Someone is betrayed or feels betrayed, but needs to be let go of because they just didn't have your best interest at heart. They were kind of like selfish. The 9 of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles. There's a situation where you thought somebody was a friend, 3 of Cups. They portrayed themselves as being your friend, but basically they weren't. They were just 5 of Cups in reverse, very focused on the negative, basically. And in that way, depleting your energy, making you feel too emotional, just stirring up emotions. But they didn't come from love. So this is a person in your life that needs to be let go of. I have the Lovers and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm getting is that this person was standing in your way, in the way of your independence, or made you feel as if you were selfish for choosing you, for choosing your growth, for choosing to take better care of yourself, for growing basically. This person just wasn't growing with you and needs to be let go of, or needed to be let go of, which might have you feel guilty, but please just don't feel guilty for following your intuition, following your inner light, your inner guidance. Keep tapping into your inner world in order to find out what it is you deserve, what it is you want. And once you tap into that belief that you deserve better friends, you will start to draw in people who really want to celebrate your success in order to, instead of standing in the way of your personal growth, of you achieving fulfillment, happiness, love even. So this could be I'm just really getting like female rivalry. Yeah, Five of Wands, conflict. Just a person, maybe more than one. And like I said at the beginning of this reading, with these portals opening, certain people just are very competitive. And it's also part of the journey, especially for feminines, that we play out this female jealousy, just the shadow side of our femininity. We play out usually through our feminine relationships, so our friends, or maybe like sisters, mothers, aunts, nieces. There's a lot of jealousy among females, and this is something we're playing out, and this is also something I've been experiencing personally, which was what I wanted to explain with these portals opening, that you can really, when you tap into your intuition, you can feel who is jealous of you, who is jealous of your growth, who is jealous of what you are achieving. And you can see this by little remarks they make, how they respond to when you share, or them just copying your shit. Those are people that you just, yeah, can't really trust. And the best advice would be to just keep following your own journey and not be distracted, and not feel guilty, not feel as if you're leaving them behind, but just leave them behind. High Priestess in reverse. These are people that just aren't empowered, that just aren't in tune with their own soul, with their own purpose. So they kind of like follow you in what it is you do. But yeah, I would say just try to fight those energies off, because in the end they will not serve you, and it will not serve the other person either into finding their own path. So certain situations just are really asking for movement forward and releasing people. That's really the message here. I'm gonna draw some moon cards just to see if there's any other I do notice that my role in all of this, like the energies I pick up on, they're mostly not that positive. So I kind of like connect to, I don't know, the darker energies, but I also think that's part of being a light worker, that you kind of deal with a lot of darkness and a lot of malicious energies that try to like distract you and keep you from this path of light, basically. So if this is something you're dealing with, just know you're not the only one, and it doesn't say anything about you. This is Libra. Find happiness within yourself and don't let it depend on others. When are you trying to keep the harmony alive in your own detriment? Try to unite both sides of yourself. So this is very connected to the message of the reading of dark and light. Like every person, of course, is a reflection of ourselves, and also an opportunity to integrate parts of ourselves. So where you have people in your life kind of like taking advantage of you, or not having your best interest at heart, not being trustworthy, this reflects, or this could reflect an energy inside of yourself that is very needy of keeping the relationship very relationship based. And that is a Libra energy, just finding always kind of like keeping the balance alive, keeping the peace alive, keeping the relationship alive. But the message of this card also says that you have to discern for yourself where you are kind of overdoing it and kind of overlooking where other people are just kind of depleting your energy and taking advantage of you. And the lesson could be that you just need to walk away, or find courage to walk away from those people, even though they might be close to you, even though it might be family or friends you have had for such a long time. Then I have the moon of the shortest night, so that's darkness. But darkness also gives opportunity for, and that's basically a new moon as well. That's where the moon is completely dark. Also representing maybe the fact that people are kind of lost right now and looking for light, and looking for that light from you. So a dark period also gives opportunity for ripening and growth, which is a process that is kind of like not visible, not in the light. And it's also opportunity to go within and look, see what kind of energy is going through you. And this card says, prepare yourself in this period to kind of decide and discern for yourself how, when this period is over. So when, the new moon is over and it starts to show more light, how you're gonna show up for yourself and put yourself out there in a more empowered way, in a more independent way. So kind of like use this period of darkness to go within, see what it is you want, see who it is you want to have in your life and who you don't want to have in your life, and try not to feel guilty about this, that certain people need to be let go of. I think that's basically it for now. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.